What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video on the Jamaican Blend. Today, we're going to be talking about cultural differences, dealing with Jamaican and American cultures.
So, we're going to take this from 4 different angles. We're going to talk about food, we're going to talk about just our lifestyle, we're going to talk about, what else can we talk about?
Like customs
and norms and stuff
yeah.
like that. So, let's go into lifestyle first, people. This was a shocker for me in terms of the way we live as Jamaican and they live as American.
Yep.
Do you notice anything different in terms of my lifestyle in comparison to yours?
So, I do notice that it's customary in Jamaica to, first of all, cook a lot, like every single day, which is, hey, don't get me wrong, that's great. You know, it's good that that's the way she was brought up. That's what she's used to being in Jamaica, you know, with the whole family getting together, everybody just eating, especially during breakfast. To her, breakfast is a full course meal. You know, to me, I can eat a bowl of cereal and I'm good. But don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy it. You know, she knows I enjoy it, but it's like, that's just crazy, you know. And in America, you know, there are places where you get a large breakfast, you know, but that's usually like on special occasions. For the most part, you know, a couple of eggs, a couple of pieces of bacon, you're good. Or hey, a bowl of cereal or some oatmeal, you know. But she whips it up in the kitchen even on breakfast time. So, you know,
yeah,
that's one biggest thing.
Yeah, that's one of the major difference when it comes to like cooking. So you know, we in our culture we are like cook 7 days a week, and yes, as he was saying, like to me or even to Jamaicans, a breakfast, I'm telling you, breakfast is like a dinner meal here, and what we have as, or what they have as breakfast is like lunch for us, like a sandwich or bacon and stuff like that. One of the thing is like the difference in the type of food. So like chicken feet.
Oh man, dude.
My husband will never ever try chicken feet, and I'm telling him that this is muy delicioso in Jamaica, especially when we're having it with soup. And I make it curried. I even do French fried chicken feet, people. French fried chicken feet, and it tastes so lovely. I'm gonna do a video on that so you guys can see how I whip up my French fried chicken feet.
It's not even, it's the look, it's me knowing what it is. You know, here in America, yeah, we sell chicken feet, but I personally have never even seen them until I'm out shopping with her, and then she pointed out, "Ooh, let's get those." And I'm like, "What the heck are those?" So yeah, we go and grab them, and yeah, I've not eaten them yet. You know, she makes sure the soup, it smells good, it smells delicious, but I just can't get over what's in that.
I'm gonna put a picture of my soup in there too. Very, very good soup. Another thing I think is like the variety, still under food, is like the variety of foods that you have to pick and choose from here. And I think why many people in Jamaica will call like the American society like a fast food country, because, and I understand why it is, because you always have to be on the go. Over here is more about work, and in Jamaica where, you know, you do your 9 to 5 and then you have that passive time to go home and cook a good meal and stuff like that. Here you have to be on the go. Some people work in 2-3 jobs and just don't have that time to do that, and just for some people it's just not a thing. Because I was even saying to him, we love to watch like shows together and some cooking shows and stuff like that, and we always find it that like a lot of females don't cook. Sometimes the males are the ones that cook more, and I'll tell him total opposite in Jamaica. Total opposite. But yeah, they have a variety of food here to pick and choose from. Not that we don't have it in Jamaica, it's just that it's so expensive. Even simple things like bacon, shrimp, those are like considered once in a while type of food for Jamaicans. You know, you just feel like you want to treat yourself to a pack of bacon or to a pack of shrimp. Honestly, you can just, here you can have that as a part of your grocery every week.
Yeah, it's just a normal thing to pick up, you know, like picking up water or something.
And funny thing is though, many people believe like, oh, food is much cheaper here in the States. Some states it is, but if you were to equate it, some things are basically like the same price. It's just that you can get a mass amount in comparison to Jamaica. So the prices are basically the same. What else we want to talk about? Food. That's good, right?
Some things that she says is something in Jamaican, but here it's not the same. So like pumpkin, for example, her version of pumpkin or the Jamaican version
Oh,
of
yeah.
pumpkin is vastly different than the pumpkin that I'm used to seeing here in America. Whereas, you use them for Halloween decorations or something like that. Or, you can, I've never really seen a pumpkin being used to be eaten with, but yeah, it's usually more for decoration. But her version of a pumpkin is a lot smaller and like it's got more green in it, and I wish we had one to show you guys, but
we have big pumpkins too, but
yeah.
But it's basically similar to like the squash, the color of the squash.
Yeah, there you go. It's
and stuff like that.
The same colors of squash or
bigger,
something,
yeah.
But America's bigger and like orange. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But
also, like, another thing food wise is like pronunciation of foods and type of foods having different names. So I remember when I just came here and the first time we went grocery shopping, and I was like trying to buy vegetables and stuff, so I was like pointing to him which vegetables for us to pick up, and I was like, pass me the cucumber, and he was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, the cucumber, it's right there. And he's like, you mean the cucumber, babe? And I'm like, same difference.
When she said that, I was like, I have no idea what you're saying, a cuckoo bird or something, but we eventually, I'm more used to it now, what she's talking about. So, yeah, there's something funny.
And stuff like green onions. So, I don't know if I've said it to you, but like, we don't call green onions in Jamaica. We call them scallion.
Oh, yeah, no.
Scallion.
Yeah.
I previously know they were green onions because, like, you travel and stuff like that, so after a while, but yeah, scallion. So, but otherwise, food-wise, not much of a difference. He's very welcoming to trying Jamaican food.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
I mean, I want to try everything American, except sushi. But I try everything American. But
she's not a big fan of sushi.
Oh, except for rice and peas. He really doesn't like kidney beans.
Yeah, I don't like the big bean. Being a black guy, it's hard to hear, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't like the big beans. It's just texture, consistency. I don't know, but I eat the rice and peas sometimes. Even that it's called rice and peas, when she says peas, I'm expecting like green peas or something in it when I first heard of it, but now I know what it is when she calls it that, and it's good, but I'm just not a big bean type of person, but yeah. All
right, next thing we want to talk about is like the ease of living here in the United States. People, now listen, I'm not saying, like when we're in Jamaica and the Caribbean, we have this thing about America, like once we get off the plane, we're stepping into heaven. It's actually not that. But the ease of living here is so appreciated. People, you can literally stay in your home and do everything. Buy grocery, banking.
That's true. Yeah.
Everything. Get you a maid. Get you somebody to come to your house to tutor your kids, to every single thing. You can literally stay home. You have a lot of jobs that offers remote working, so you can stay at home and work. You can literally, that's why they say it's a lot of opportunities, because you can literally not even go outside and still achieve so much by just being inside. Yeah. So that's one thing I appreciate with here. I was telling my husband that in Jamaica, like if you wanted to go get your car registered, you have to go to a different place than where you'd go to get some other stuff to do. So like here you can go to one area and just get everything done. In Jamaica, you have 5 different buildings that you have to go to get one stuff done.
Yep.
Banking is Jamaican. In Jamaica, is atrocious sometimes, especially on a Friday and a Monday, where you have to walk into the bank just to lodge a check, to get a check change, to withdraw money from your account. If you're not really ATM friendly, it's just so hectic. Getting a police record, everything in Jamaica sometimes get you so demotivated. While here, you can literally stay home, even like just mailing stuff to the place and then getting it right back at your home. Yeah. So the ease of living, I really like. My husband, he's never been to Jamaica, so some of the things he don't really know how to compare, but I can tell the difference. Another thing is road. we have roads here, people. We have roads. I mean, like, you know, some place in Jamaica we literally not have no road. It's just a path cut out. So you know what I talk about. Here, even the side roads are perfect. So like infrastructure wise, I think here is on point. So that just again make your life much easier to live. You understand? So that's another thing that
Yeah.
I can compare.
Yeah, she's taking it all in. You know, like you mentioned, the roads are. Well, I've been here my whole life, so I'm already aware of it. But you know, from her coming from Jamaica, and I've seen a lot of videos of Jamaica, and you know, I can see what she's talking about. While there are some good roads and like some nice paved highways and whatnot, do see the sort of side sort of paths or you know, and I'm like, yeah, that looks kind of sketchy, but you know,
Yeah.
regardless, I'm sure it's all right.
Another thing I want to jump in and talk about is just people on the old. Like here in Jamaica, people deal with a lot of things such as racism and stuff like that. We don't really do that in Jamaica.
Yeah.
In Jamaica, as the motto says, out of many one people, and we literally embody that in Jamaica. So that's one thing I want every Jamaican to appreciate out there. Like, you don't have people looking at you based on the color of your skin or anything like that in Jamaica. Once even for say a white person come to Jamaica, they just feel at home and just feel welcome. Here is a totally different thing. Now, I'm not saying that as if I step outside right now, I'm being racially profiled or anything like that, but being a person of color is more likely that way. I was explaining that in Jamaica we have a lot of classism, but not so much racism. So you have a lot of people who are up more in the financial bracket that will get better treatment than people at the lower bracket. But I'll take that over racism any day. Any day.
Yeah, like she said, I mean, I'm sure if you are living in Jamaica right now, or you know, you're of Jamaican descent, you watch the news and you see all the crazy stuff happening here in America, especially nowadays, and a lot of it's based, you know, on racism and or systemic racism, if you will, or political racism, whatever you want to call it. But you know, that doesn't mean that, like you said, if you step outside and go, say, walk to the gas station, all of a sudden you're going to get profiled or harassed. No, but it unfortunately exists here in America. And as opposed to what she said, classism, which is a bigger issue in Jamaica, not racism, but, you know, yeah. So, but I've not personally dealt with any racism towards me, you know, and right, as long as she's been here, neither towards her as well. So we're good for that, you know, we're thankful for that. And if we're not going to get into that type of discussion right now, but yeah, that's a big difference between here and Jamaica, if you will.
Another thing, our island is beautiful. Not saying that here doesn't, because believe you me, they have some stunning water parks here, parks, mall that we don't have in Jamaica. So I guess each country has something to appreciate than the other, but our beaches is fantastico. Island life is fantastic. So like living here in the States, you know, they experience winter. In Jamaica, we don't know what winter is like. Or we do catch cool breeze, probably that's our winter. But we don't know what winter is like. Yeah, we don't have winter. So, but like, so we were living in Florida for a while. And Florida is, we call Florida like the uptown Jamaica, basically, because yes, you meet so much Jamaicans and it has the climate closest to our culture. But then we moved here to a different state. We're more up north, where it's so cold. And when I came here, ask him like 70 was just too cold for me, you know?
She's got more used to it now.
Yeah, I'm good now. Yeah, I'm good now.
But yeah, I mean,
we're gonna insert a picture of like the beaches that are here up on the Pacific side.
Oh man, yeah.
I mean, like,
it's a totally different type of beach.
Yeah.
You know, being next to the Pacific Ocean as opposed to, you know.
But Florida do have good beaches. You know, some places in Florida do have good beaches, but if you compare the beaches here with an island, you know, the island is going to be... It
looks more of an industrial style beach here in Washington, where we are now, as opposed to where we were in Florida. Yeah, I can see what she's saying. I can't wait to visit Jamaica though. You know, like I said, I've seen a lot of videos, and it looks absolutely beautiful there. And you know, I wouldn't put it past me to live there after everything is said and done. You know, here in our lives here in the States. So yeah, I would like. I can't wait to visit. You know, I can't wait to experience it. Surprised I haven't done it yet, but you know.
You know, people, I've been telling you guys I'm Jamaicanizing him because I know when he comes, he's going to want to stay. So yeah.
She might be right. Yeah.
Another thing I want to talk about is like just your way of life in terms of family and stuff like that. So we being in the military, we say we too because they say I serve, but he serves, but
she serves too. You know, having
family life is something different. You know, when you're in Jamaica, you have like a close knit of your grandparents, your mom, your sisters, your brother, your nieces and nephews. It's not that here. I'm not saying they don't have family structure here, but sometimes I think here the most people get to spend time with each other is like when they go on a vacation or something like that. You know,
major
like
holiday or something.
Yeah. In Jamaica, it's like an holiday every day.
It's just like a normal thing to have everybody in the house sort of just hanging out, just being together all the time. You know, from your grandparents all the way down to your cousins, your nieces and nephews. Everybody's just in the same area all the time. Whereas here in America, some people have that, but for the majority, it's, you know, everybody's off doing their own thing in the family, and then really when it comes to like major holidays or events or something is when everybody gets together, you know, and is with each other, all the cousins and nephews and grandmas and uncles and whatnot. But like she said, in Jamaica, it's like a normal everyday thing.
Yeah, and you get to appreciate that. I'm telling you, people, when you're not around that, you see, the thing is that you appreciate more sometimes. You know, you come to America, you think like you're gonna live that big fancy life, but when you sit down, you really miss the little tiny things from your culture. And my family is one thing, because especially like when you have a child and you know you have your parents there to help you out, your sisters, your brothers. It's not so here. And then like things like daycare is here, is very expensive. And as I say that, that's one more thing. Like a lot of people have the idea that here in the States it's very easy to live. I mean, yeah, you work better money if you're supposed to exchange that money, but it's expensive to live here just the same way. And you don't have that much leeway here that you have in Jamaica, because in Jamaica, you know, if you're hungry, you can go over Mass Joy Yard and go beg him a banana. You can't do it here. Sometimes you don't even know your neighbors. So you have to plan for yourself, pay your own rent. If you don't pay your rent, you get kicked out. You can't ask the landlord for another week. You don't pay your car, they take your car. And you know, even in Jamaica, everybody having a personal car is like a luxury. Here you have to drive, in a sense.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's not like Jamaica where you have like, some places you live, they don't have like a taxi service, so you have to like have a car in a sense. So you have to make sure that you take care of your bills first. So that's what I'm saying. Like any Jamaicans out there, if you have a family and they are $20, just be appreciative of it, you know, because it's hard. I'm not saying you can't help a family, but at the same time, it's hard. It's not as easy. You have to come with a mindset to work, just as how everybody else is working for their own, right?
Yeah.
All right. Another thing we can talk about is like the way American men versus Jamaican men treat their women. Now, I know people are gonna give me a lot of backlash on this, because I'm not saying that Jamaican men ain't shit. You know what? Before that. You know what? I'm not saying Jamaican men ain't good, because there are great Jamaican men out there. And a lot of Americans will tell you that are married to Jamaican men that will tell you that their husband is terrific. You understand? But I think one of the major difference is that both countrymen are hardworking. You have lazy men on both sides. You have men that treat their woman good. You have men that treat their woman bad. But I think one of the major differences is that Jamaican men don't really show their emotions that much. Some of them. I'm not gonna generalize. Some of them don't really show their emotion that much. So like you have, I don't know for all American men, but one of the major reasons that I fell in love with my husband is the fact that he was such a gentleman in everything he does. And even up until this day, he continues on that same path. And even simple things like always opening the door, you know, paying attention to small details. And sometimes a lot of men don't realize it's not about like the crazy biggest things you can give women, but sometimes we as female we really really appreciate the little stuff, like paying attention to detail. Oh, I've been admiring this bag for a while. I've been admiring a book, and you just buy the book out of the blue or stuff like that. And again, I'm not saying that Jamaican men don't do it, but if I'm to wait, American men are more into their emotions than Jamaican men. I think in Jamaica, men are just supposed to be like this macho type of dude.
So she tells me it's just like you're a man, just
Yeah.
you're a man.
Not all of them is in touch with their feelings, so that kind of cause issues sometimes.
In my opinion, being a man, you don't have to ignore feeling for your woman. We're doing, like she said, doing things for a woman. Stuff as simple as opening the door, opening the car door, helping out with heavy things like, our daughter's getting pretty big. So I carry her a lot because, it's just helping her out. And it's just what I just grew up being about, just showing respect and being a gentleman towards a woman, and especially a woman that you love and you're with. It's just a normal, it's just like waking up to me, I don't think about it. It's just innate. It's innate in my brain to be that way.
Yes. So I want to say again, because I know how we Jamaicans are. I'm not bashing Jamaicans.
No, she's not bashing every single Jamaican guy or every
the
single
difference
American guy.
of how, or at least my personal experience and stuff like that.
So just be gentle in the comments. We're not generalizing on either side here.
Yes, we are not. However, when I say about my Jamaican men, I think like Jamaican men to me are more style oriented and stuff like, most Americans aren't really about, they'll just throw on their shirt and their sneakers and they're out the door. A Jamaican man always have to look posh from his head to his toe, and that's something you admire. My husband dresses well, but Jamaican men, they're always posh from head to toe, always sharp all the time. It's like a pride thing.
Yeah.
Even us as females, it's just a pride thing, or we bring ourselves. So you'll probably, sometimes even when I just came here, people, true story, when I just came here, even if I'm going to Walmart or just simply down to a store, I would be in the bathroom getting ready for at least even an hour.
Yep.
And sometimes my husband would be like, we're just going to Walmart. And I'd be like, I don't know who I might see at Walmart, So, but it's just something with us, like, even like growing up as children, your parents always say, make sure you put yourself good when you're going out on the road. You understand? So, but now I've toned down, like, I've got so relaxed in a sense. Not saying that I don't bring myself, but like certain things I don't really get dressed up for, if we're going to grab groceries and stuff like that. It's just throwing a shirt, the sneakers, and we're out the door now. I've toned down on that a bit.
I'm Americanizing her little by little. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So that about some of the major differences that we have. We have I think there may be other stuff, but that we're not really
just a quick
thinking
look,
about
just to let you guys
right
know.
now. So we're just gonna end this with 3 things we love about each other's culture, 3 things we hate. Want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first.
So the 3 things I love about American culture is 1, the ease of living, 2, boundless opportunities here, and 3, I think I just love the dollar. I'm just kidding.
That's absolutely all right. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm just kidding. 3, I think, even though I say like there's things happening with racism and stuff like that, I think it's really a melting pot here in the States also. On the controversy side though, I hate the fact that racism is here. That's one thing. And like persons coming from a different culture, we have to work twice as hard even if we're great persons. It's like you have to prove yourself to be here. That's one thing I kind of hate about here. 2, I hate the fact that many of these Americans don't really take charge in terms of to realize that they're sitting on gold somewhat. Yeah,
Relatively
I
speaking,
hate
yeah.
their privilegeness in a sense. Like they don't understand like what you have here. People outside of America to be working 3-4 times as hard. Third thing, I hate the fact of weather, not being able to like be around family, missing home and stuff like that. That's basically my 3 things that I hate about here.
Yeah, that's a pretty good list. Let's see. The 3 things I love about Jamaican culture that I've seen thus far. I believe your music is good. You know.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about music. Not a video.
Yeah. So just a little tidbit. I do watch a lot of Jamaican music. You know, my daughter, she also loves it as well. You know, growing up with a Jamaican wife, just innate. You know. But anyway, I love the music.
Sorry, but people check out our dancing video. It's coming too.
Yeah, I think you guys are gonna laugh at that. You know, I don't have the greatest step, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, the music. I like the music. You know, I started listening to more and more dance hall and reggae, and you know, just getting into it more. The food, big. I'm a big foodie in a sense. You know, there are some things obviously I don't like, but in a general sense, you know, I love the Jamaican food. You know, the culture and how she cooks. You know, she's a very good cook, by the way. She throws down in the kitchen, so maybe that has something to do with it. 3, Jamaican women, you know, based on what I've seen from her, she's very, you know, very into being a good woman to her man. You know, it's just, like I said before about how I am, just being, it's just you don't think about it, it's just the way you are, the way you grew up. You know, that seems to be the case, you know, with her, and just, that's just the way she was brought up, you know, being a family woman, you know, so it's like, I believe that, you know, Jamaican women are just like that, you know, they're about taking care of their family, you know, and I love that, you know. You don't have to like assume or guess or, you know, just anything like that. So those are 3 things that I like about Jamaican culture. 3 things I don't like, not gonna lie, I haven't really experienced a lot of it besides just being with her, so I can't really say everything for sure, but I guess maybe from what I've seen thus far on videos, just the road infrastructure. Me being a big car guy and I drive a lot, you know, if I were to be there in Jamaica, it'd be interesting to get used to how the road infrastructure or say the traffic infrastructure is there, you know, so that'll be taking some getting used to. I don't know if I vibe with that thus far, just from what I've seen in videos.
I'm telling you, we don't have any road codes in Jamaica. There's street signs, there's stoplight, no road code.
2, man, honestly.
What about me as a Jamaican woman? What do you like? Would you consider me like a peppery person? Like fiery?
Yeah, I can say that about her. You know, she's got this...
fiery in a bad way.
Just fiery. Just it could be a good and bad thing. You know, like fire is like she got passion. You know, she's all about getting after it and whatever it is. And then on the flip side, it's like, man, I could just be like, just not into it at the moment. Just let me just relax. You know, and she's like, we gotta. Nope, I want to do such and such. And I'm like, oh my God, no. Like, just so, you know, it's a double-edged sword thing. But you know, what else? I think that's about all I got right now. You know, I've got to experience more Jamaican culture besides obviously my lovely wife here, but.
So definitely after we come to Jamaica, hopefully next year. COVID kind of delayed that for this year.
Right.
Hopefully next year, then we can do a part 2 to this video.
Yeah.
So now we have a good sense of the culture, experience it hands-on, and then we can do another video. But yeah, so thank you guys for joining us for another video on the Jamaican Blend. Please remember to subscribe,
like,
comment,
and share,
and hit the notification bell. Peace.